What's up, y'all? It's your boy Winston motherfucking Wolf. Do a little quick Joker review. I just want to talk about a couple things real quick. These people that are out there that want to be the fucking cool guy. The movie ain't all that. The movie ain't that. Okay, first of all, this isn't for you. If you can't recognize that this fucking is genius, this ain't for you. Stick to Fast and the Furious. Stick to that shit, okay? Because that's more your level, okay? Uh, these are the same people that I'm gonna. When you're talking about basketball, Michael Jordan wasn't that good. Kobe Bryant was overrated. Shut the fuck up. Do you really want to be that guy? Do you really want to be that? Guess what? Nobody likes that guy. Nobody likes that guy. Okay? Don't be that guy. Second of all, we getting these fucking so-called journalists, these light in the pants pussies who are fucking writing for these soft ass fucking cotton panty fucking websites. Fucking guess what? You're a fucking pussy. That's why you can't understand this. You know nothing. You don't want to fucking have any opinion that goes against the fucking your fucking agenda driven fucking bosses. Basically, you're all fucking soft, okay? Take the fucking tampon out of your fucking asshole before you get toxic shock syndrome, you fucking bitch. But anyways, let's get into this fucking movie. I just want to say Joaquin Phoenix's performance. I've been trying to talk to a lot of people at work who they haven't seen the movie yet, but they keep on asking me, is it better than Heath Ledger's? But yes, I believe it is better than Heath Ledger. This is a once in a lifetime performance. I am stunned by what Joaquin Phoenix has done with this. I mean, he's A1, man. First of all, I thought The Master was the best acting performance I'd ever see him do. You Were Never Really There. I just saw that recently. I was fully impressed again. I'm impressed by everything he's done. Let me tell you a little story about Joaquin Phoenix real quick before I get into it. This is how good of an actor he is. When I saw Gladiator, for 2 solid years after that shit, I told everybody, I was like, if I ever see that motherfucker at a fucking corner store anywhere, I'm punching him in the face just off general principle. Because he fucking pissed me off because he was so good in that. And I knew he was acting. I know that wasn't really him. But goddamn it, his acting was so fucking good and he had me so goddamn pissed that I wanted to physically attack that motherfucker. And goddamn it, if I did, he'd probably be happy. He'd probably be happy that he drove a motherfucker to fucking attack him. Because his role and his abilities are fucking that fucking top notch. And he's even better now with age. So Joaquin Phoenix in this movie, god motherfucking damn. Oscar is going to him. If it doesn't, you know why. It's these social justice warrior pussy left-wing motherfuckers who are just not going to let him fucking get his just due. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Because the fans have spoken. The real fans have spoken. The real motherfuckers who know about film, who are being honest with themselves, are saying that this is a great piece of art. It's a great piece of cinema. Hands down the greatest comic book related thing. But honestly, I forgot it was comic book related until he ran into young Bruce Wayne in this movie. Because I was so enthralled. I didn't need the makeup. I didn't need none of that shit. Joaquin Phoenix and his descent into madness and the directing in this. Oh my god. Fucking. Yo, come on now. Come on now. But anyways, the Joker, man, directed by Todd Phillips. Again, I only knew this dude from, I didn't know he directed War Dogs, but I enjoyed that. I'm one of the few people that I know that actually saw that movie, but I love that movie. But, I mean, I knew that he directed the Hangover movies. 2 and 3, The first Hangover, I went to the movie theater. I enjoyed it. I don't give it. All these people, it's frat boy here. Stop being all fucking uppity, trying to be the smart guy. There's some shit that's fucking doesn't have to be fucking high class to be fucking funny. I love all kinds of shit. I don't really like how I thought that shit was funny when I saw it at the movie theaters. But anyways, fucking knowing that Todd Phillips was going to direct it, I was kind of, I didn't know. I never had any doubt about Joaquin Phoenix's performance. I just didn't know, because if you have a director that doesn't know how to handle something that powerful, they can easily fuck it up. I mean, look at fucking Venom with Tom Hardy. I was convinced that motherfucking movie was going to be good, because I was like, Tom Hardy doesn't pick shitty movies. Tom Hardy right now is at the height of his power. He doesn't pick shitty movies, but that Venom movie was a pile of shit. I'm kind of digressing. Fucking Andy Serkis is directing the next movie. Fucking God willing, it's fucking better. But anyways, back to Joker. God damn, this is cinema at its finest. Okay, all you Marvel fans, don't get butthurt. Don't get butthurt over this. You can like everything, believe it or not. Believe it or not. You can be a fan of everything. Don't fucking stand there with your arms crossed, trying to be all fucking funny style about the shit. You know it's good. Go enjoy it. The fact that this movie is so successful and so groundbreaking and just so deep, and there's levels to this shit, my dude. Fucking, it's gonna help the whole fucking industry. It's gonna free up the whole, just like Deadpool did. Once they did that rated R, and everybody was like, oh, okay, so you could do rated R and have it be successful. And then what did we get? We got Logan out of that shit. So this movie helps the whole industry. It helps keep the comic book movie genre. It gives it longevity. All right, because everybody was predicting that there's going to be a comic book movie. What was the word? Fatigue. There's going to be too much. No, with this expands it. It shows that there is longevity in this. It shows what you could do with it. But goddamn, man, Joker, I'm not gonna get into the story. You have to see this. You have to experience this. But it is a man's descent into madness. I love how it's paced. I love how it's done. Everything makes sense. God damn, it's just Joaquin Phoenix, man. I hate to say it's a one-man show because you do have De Niro, you do have other good actors in it. But goddamn, man, Joaquin Phoenix, this is I'm speak French. This is his tour de force. God damn it, this is it. This is it. This is the movie this is the holy grail of comic book movies. Okay, and again, even if it wasn't a comic book movie, this would be an amazing film. But just the fact that they put it in that world, and you get to see young Bruce Wayne for a second, you get to see Alfred, you get to see Gotham, Arkham Asylum. It just adds different layers to it and takes your mind to just a whole nother realm of just, damn, this is a part of that world and what else is going on. And we're not going to see any more of this. Thank God, because it'll water it down to me. I don't want to see any sequels. Even with the Matt Reeves Batman trilogy, I think it's going to be. I know we're getting the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I don't want that to even be in that universe. I don't want it to connect to the Joker just because I feel it would just... This is such a standalone awesome movie. I've never seen a movie that feels like this. I've never seen a movie that's spoke to me like this in that way. And again, people are like, oh, this is, that might be bad the way it speaks. No, it speaks to you in a way where it helps you understand people that are going through these problems. It does not glorify it. It does not glorify it, okay? This is a scary movie. It's a disturbing movie. I personally love those movies. I love disturbing, scary. I don't like cheesy motherfucking Paranormal Activity where it's shot with a fucking night vision camera and the fucking sheet gets pulled off you. Oh! No, I like fucking Requiem for a Dream. That's the most frightening movie I've ever seen. In this movie, it's not as disturbing to me as Requiem for a Dream, but it's on that realm of that type of scary. But goddamn, man, there's some movies where I will point out, I will say, this movie is a lead up to the last 15 minutes. It's a lead up to the last half an hour. It's a lead. The whole movie is a payoff. From the opening scene to the genius last scene. And I'm just going to say it, with him walking down the hallway with the bloody footprints, I fucking love this movie. I fucking love film. To me, there is no greater feeling than when I'm watching a great film, especially for the first time. It's one of the few joys I have in life. And this definitely brought me joy watching it. I think this movie is special. It's amazing. it's going to be very hard, very, very hard for anybody to touch this. And I'm not talking about just comic book movies. That's without saying. I'm talking about film. This is going to run it for years. The way that Heath Ledger's Joker and the Dark Knight movie ran it for years and people are still talking about it, this is going to do the same. This is what, if you're an old school hip hop fan, this is what Dr. Dre's The Chronic did to hip hop, okay? It changed everything. It changed the sound. It changed the expectations of quality. I know now music is shit. I'm kind of digressing. Music is garbage, especially hip hop. But at that time, that let the world know that there is a new standard, okay? There is a new standard. And it has, and for you to compete in that world, you had to raise the bar. Same with this. The bar is going to be raised. If any independent filmmakers are coming out and they say, man, I want to make something that's really, hits in, they're going to have to look at this and say, okay, is this movie that I'm trying to make, is this story that I'm trying to tell, is it going to even scratch what this movie did? Again, not just comic book movies. I'm talking about cinema across the board. If you want to have something that speaks to people, that has longevity, that is shocking, that is impactful. Again, Joaquin Phoenix, I just saw Light of My... Again, I said in another review, I saw Light of My Life and this in the same week. Before I saw Joker, I thought Light of My Life, starring Casey Affleck, was it. And Casey Affleck was going to be... Man, I hope the Oscars, I hope both of them get rewarded in the Oscars. But this is... Wow, man, it surpassed Light of My Life, and at the time I thought Light of My Life was going to be the best thing I was going to see this year. I don't know if I saw Mandy starring Nick Cage last year or this year, but before Light of My Life and before Joker, Mandy was the movie, the most recent movie that I saw that really stuck with me and really said, okay, cinema is growing, cinema is evolving. It's always evolving, every art form is evolving, but you'll see certain things and there will be a certain period of certain art forms where it's evolving in a fast way. It's growing, it's having a huge transition in a positive way. And when I saw Mandy, and especially now seeing Light of My Life and Joker, I think cinema, I just want to live long enough to see where this is going, because man, Joker is just an amazing film. Anybody that tells you otherwise needs to be quiet. They don't need to be talking about movies, okay? Again, if it's not your... There's plenty of movies, okay, like I've said before, Million Dollar Baby, to me, is the greatest film of all time. Okay, it's not my favorite movie, but I recognize that the way that is put together... just everything about it, it is sheer perfection to me. It is sheer perfection. But again, it's not my favorite movie. Okay? So if you're not able to recognize the genius of this and the genius of Joaquin Phoenix's performance, and I'm going to say the genius of Todd... I never thought Todd Phillips is, right now, where we stand, Todd Phillips just created a piece of genius art, okay? So you can't argue with that. You cannot argue with the genius, with the greatness of just about everything in this movie. And goddamn, that's all I gotta say. This movie is just great. And I'm gonna say one more thing. I got in a discussion with somebody today about... you have to be, for lack of a better term, fucked up to be a great actor. And somebody said, well, what about Robert Downey? Do your motherfucking research, okay? He did not have a charmed life, okay? Motherfucker went through a lot of shit. I'm old enough to remember when you said the name Robert Downey, it was talking about, oh, he's in prison again. A lot of people don't realize that. All your truly great actors, I'm not talking about motherfuckers like The Rock. I'm not talking about motherfuckers like Vin Diesel. I'm not talking about motherfuckers like that who are blockbuster. I'm not talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not talking about these uh, these superstar, larger than life. I'm talking about people that have the motherfucking goods. They led painful, painful lives. They went through some shit, okay? Do your research about Joaquin Phoenix and his brother growing up in that fucking cult where they molested children, okay? His older brother, River Phoenix, did not OD off of heroin just because, for the fucking shits and giggles and the kicks of it. They had pain in their life. And unfortunately, we benefit from their pain. We get to see that manifested through this art form. So I just want to say that, the genius of Joaquin Phoenix's performance in this definitely has to do with the pain. You've seen the pain throughout his many, many, many great roles, from Gladiator on, even probably before that. It's unfortunate, but that's that's the price to be a great actor and to create great art like that. Some people could say no. If you say no, you need to do your fucking research. But Joaquin Phoenix, Joker, infinity dog bone rating. I usually 5 dog bones is perfection in my rating system. It's fucking infinity. Okay, this movie is gonna be remembered for a long time. It's gonna be debated. People are gonna pick it apart. It's gonna be studied in fucking psychology classes, film classes, for decades, centuries. And this isn't any hyperbolic statement. This movie is that fucking good. This is Winston Wolf, and I'll talk to you motherfuckers later, and check out the Joker.